combat because you're still young. And so a friend of mine told me about the Capillus cap and you know, encouraged me to get one. And so I went and got it, and it's one of the best investments I've ever made in my entire life. It really has changed how I feel about myself, how I look at myself in the mirror, and it's really an amazing product.
My name is Terry Calvo, and I am 80 years young. About 5 years ago, I noticed that my hair was thinning and I was losing more hair more often, and really that was very depressing. I started using Capillus about a year ago, and every night I put my cap on for 6 minutes and makes wonders. And I'm very happy.
Those testimonials, if you really listen to them, they can bring tears to your eyes. For me in particular, this is a very personal issue. I had some, not hormonal, a health condition that caused me to have hair loss. I went to my doctor and she said, oh yeah, well what you can do is, for your hair loss, buy a hat. That was my doctor's recommended advice. We're gonna give you FDA cleared medical device that is proven to regrow your hair, not just my own testimonial, because as you can see, I'm not wearing a hat, but all you have to do is wear a hat in order to regrow your hair. This is FDA cleared. This one device is normally $899 on its own. We've got an incredible price today. It's a weekly deal drop. I think they'll sell out before the end of the week, because look at these before and afters. And this is after 1 year of use. Why are we showing you 1 year of amazing hair regrowth? Because you have an entire year to use your Capillus. You will start to see results. Most people start to see some regrowth at about 3 months, significantly more at 6 months, because this is actually targeting the growth of your hair. It targets the growth at the follicle. There it is. There's our 1 year return policy. You are getting the same exact brand that they sell for $8.99 in those medical offices where you're getting proven treatment. It is that amazing light treatment. I don't know if mine is turned on. Let's see here. Obviously, I know how to turn on because I own this. This is the 82. This is a great way to be able to get in on normally, let me see here. You have to, it has a sensor. Usually I can do this, but I'm wearing my beautiful nails. It usually has a sensor. Holy cow. All right, we'll get it for you. But you get that amazing red laser that is targeting the follicle. We have some video that will show you. Here's the thing. We're gonna spend practically as much time as you like with you talking about this. If you own Capillus, we'd love it if you would give us a call, because we know that you have incredible results. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's great. But if you are experiencing hair loss, thinning hair, fine hair, your hair is brittle, it's breaking, you've noticed your scalp, or you've noticed that you can't put you have to wrap that ponytail holder around a little bit more. I'll be honest, and I know a lot of you, we're very good at putting ourselves last as women, and we are very good at thinking it's not that bad. As long as I don't look at the back of my hair in a mirror, I can pretend that it's just because maybe I need to dye my hair. Maybe it's my roots and not my scalp. This is the way to prevent future hair loss and also to regrow your hair. My guest has been patiently waiting for me to share some of the details here. Marissa Maddox, I'm glad that you are here, because this is not just a sensitive subject, a heart-wrenching subject, and one of the most crucial factors in how we feel about ourselves. So I'm so glad that you're here to share this with us.
I'm so glad to be here. It is. It can be heartbreaking. It can be devastating. You can feel embarrassed. It can hurt your self-esteem, your confidence, just from that hair loss. You're so used to having, our hair is our crown of glory. We're so used to wearing that so proudly. And when you start seeing these effects from the hormonal hair loss, the hereditary hair loss, androgenic alopecia, and that can really spring up on you and startle you, and before you know it, you're trying to find ways to cover it. You're trying to comb over your hair, and you're trying to find ways to hide it. You can see in this beautiful before and after, that's Anna. The before, that scalp is so very visibly obvious, and you can see down the sides too that actually it looks like little hairs are broken because her follicles are actually unhealthy. They're shrinking down, and when you see the after, you can tell that the Capillus cap, that red laser light energy, has gone down into those follicles and is starting repairing them. And it's so much more even down the sides. And you can even see she colored it, because once you regrow your hair with this will prevent you from continuing to lose hair, but it will also help regrow your own hair, and it will be your own. You'll be able to style it, which is wonderful. But so, you know, so many of us are suffering in silence, and this affects millions and millions of people. Hereditary hair loss, hormonal hair loss, or androgenic alopecia, can't got my tongue, which is the medical term. But if you are covering up with caps, with scarves, with sprays, with the powders, and you're thinking there's nothing else that can be done, there is absolutely something that can be done, and it is low-level laser therapy, and that's what you're getting with the Capillus cap.
6 minutes a day.
That's it?
6 minutes. You're not doing any messy creams. You're not, there are only a few ways that you can regrow hair. Men can take a pill, women can't. Everyone can use minoxidil, messy. For me, my scalp can't tolerate it, I'm much too sensitive.
Sure.
This is proven to regrow your hair in 6 minutes a day. You'll recharge it with this, and then you can actually move around and do anything. I go make my coffee, I pop mine on, I go make my coffee, I wear it for 6 minutes while I'm putting my makeup on. I don't even use the cap part. We're including the cap, because if you wanted to wear it around, you want to be very, you know, surreptitious. For 6 minutes, if you had to see somebody else, you can wear the cap over it. But you're getting not only the $899 FDA-cleared medical device proven to regrow your hair. Today, we've cut that price over $400. And we're including the $60.95 growth activator. Now, you don't have to use the growth activator, but a lot of people like to. It's when you think about, you know, your hair is like growing in the soil, right? So this is kind of like, I don't want to compare it exactly to soil, but a lot of us love that activator. We do have an auto ship option. If you're looking at it going, how would I auto ship? This is gonna last me for, you know, mine has lasted years and years. What you're getting on the auto ship is the opportunity to get the activator every 30 days or 60 days, however long you choose, for half price. So normally it's $60.95. If you choose auto ship, you will get this delivered to you automatically with free shipping and handling for $30.50. So Marissa, when we say FDA cleared, this is proven therapy that uses red light. How exactly is it working?
So we have done scientific studies that have shown that this will help prevent you from continuing to lose your hair, but also help regrow your hair. Now, you do have to have one of those types of hair loss that I spoke to. Hormonal hair loss, hereditary hair loss, androgenic alopecia. Now, what happens when your hair starts to lose from that is that your follicles are shrinking up, and it's called miniaturization. They're getting very small, and that hair is becoming very unhealthy. It's getting brittle, it's getting weak, and you'll notice that thinning. Once you talked about earlier, the ponytail holder, maybe it went around 2 times, now it goes around 4 times. You will notice shedding. We all shed healthy hair, so it's not abnormal to shed 100 hairs a day, but if you're shedding an unreasonable amount, that might also be a sign that something's going on there. And you can always ask your physician too if you have questions. We have the Ludwig-Sabin classification up, which shows female pattern hair loss. And if you're in that gray area, and men and women lose their hair a little differently. We all lose it for the same reason, it's a hormone called DHT, but we lose it a little differently. Women, you can see that part widening a little more, but if you are in that gray area, the Capillus cap is something that can likely help you because you still have follicles that are producing. When a follicle stops producing, we cannot reverse that miniaturization when it's shrinking down, and you're what we call shiny bald, which you can see in the white portion here of the Norwood-Hamilton classification, which is the male pattern classification for hair loss. Those bottom men in the white, we really can't help at that point. The follicle has stopped producing, but that big gray part, there are so many different men and there's so many different hairstyles, and sometimes it almost looks like they've gotten to that shiny bald point, but the follicle is just dormant, or it's producing a little tiny peach fuzz baby hair, and we can still bring it back. So it's very important to look at those, see where you fall. We also did our clinical testing on using the Fitzpatrick scale here, skin colors 1 through 4. We did not test it on the darker skin tones, 5 and 6. And the reason for that is because this was a very meticulous study. We were counting hairs. Hairs were literally being counted. So before the treatment, during the treatment, after the treatment. And that's just easier to do with a light hair, with a dark hair on a lighter skin tone.
Sure.
It's It's not to say if you have a darker skin tone, you shouldn't try this. It's an FDA cleared medical device.
Right.
It has been proven that it can help reduce future hair loss, regrow your hair. So especially with 1 year to try it out, I would say absolutely go for it.
And just to capitalize on what you said, we don't ever offer a year to try anything out. Usually we offer 30 days. That's our standard here at HSN. Every once in a while, I think maybe with Capillus, one time we offered an extended 6 months. We really want you to be able to see the hair regrowth. And your hair goes through a cycle. It's not, you don't put the cap on for 6 minutes and then come away looking like you're, wearing a wig, full head of hair. Your hair has to go through its cycle. And if you have that miniaturization, which I did, the hair comes in already thin. It's not coming in healthy. It tends to kind of fall out. It looks kind of baby fine. It only gets to about, for me, I was always like, are those baby hairs growing in, or did it break off? Like, what happened? This helps those follicles. It gets down into the follicles, and it helps your hair grow in more healthily. So after 3 months, I started to notice a difference. Many of you will start to notice a bit of a difference. That's the way your hair cycle goes. Then 6 months, other people will start to see a difference. That's what I noticed, is other people start to see a difference. They may not say anything because they wouldn't have said before, hey, your hair's thinning, right? Nobody tells you that. I don't know. Even my husband doesn't say anything about it.
It's a sensitive subject.
Of course, yeah, of course. But they will tell you that your hair looks good. You will notice. Be sure that you take a before and after. Now, if you're looking at this and you're thinking, oh, wow, okay, I need that, my husband needs it. It's not heat. When we say laser, sometimes people go, oh, lasers, it's gonna be hot, or it's gonna be, it does, we actually have a video of it, but it doesn't get hot, it doesn't get uncomfortable. You can use it, you can wipe it out, your husband can use it. For normally $8.99, and it's a great investment, I will tell you. But when it's $410 off, this is your chance to get it. And we are gonna break this up into easy to pay, interest-free payments on any credit card under $100. Now, I say easy to pay if you say, well, Shannon, $500. I mean, $100 is still significant. If you can, apply for the HSN card, because you get VIP financing. I'm gonna double check with that, with my producer on that. Angela, is this, okay, 12 months to pay this off makes it $40. Oh my goodness. Okay, honestly,
Crazy.
Marissa,
It's crazy.
For a little over $1 a day for a year, if somebody said, hey, we'll give you back your head of hair, right? We'll give you back your thick, lustrous hair. We'll grow your hair back. It's gonna cost you less than a cup of coffee a day for a year, and then after that, you're gonna have it. But it's, like you said, it's your hair.
Right.
It's not a thickening cream. It's nothing that washes out. It's not a spray. It's the easiest, honestly, it's the easiest thing to do. The only thing that I thought when I first got it was, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do this earlier?
Right.
Also, I did think, why didn't my doctor tell me about this? But hey, she's in a whole other city. But honestly, it's the easiest way to regrow hair.
It is. And I think a lot of people, it's just a subject we don't talk about a lot because, again, people are embarrassed. Their self-confidence is really hit, and they're thinking there's nothing else they can possibly do. And that's really heartbreaking. I know we've all had people close to us that have experienced that. And I love that you said that you can share it. You absolutely can with your spouse. This cap will fit everyone. It's going to kind of sit on your head, by the way. It's not going to be like a baseball cap tight fit, but it has full coverage. The lasers are gonna hit exactly where you need them to. And this is such a great way to regrow your hair, prevent future hair loss without having to use drugs, without having to use medicines, without pain. I know I have a male friend who is in, my group, and we go to dinners and stuff, and I noticed something was a little funny with him for a bit. And then I noticed his hairstyle was kind of changing, and he was doing this strange kind of comb over, and then he totally stopped coming to events and coming to things with us. And I approached him, we're good friends, and I said, what's going on, And he was so self-conscious about his hair loss. He was almost in tears. And he's also very big into health, very big into, not putting too many things into his body or on his body that he doesn't really care for, or he doesn't know about, or he doesn't feel like he needs. Yeah. So the Capillus cap was such a great solution for him. And he's a single guy, and he saw results within 6 months, started getting back out there, met his fiance, and you should see See the pictures of his hair in his engagement
Oh my
photos. I mean,
gosh.
it's unbelievable. It can really, it can change your life for some people. It can be so devastating. So to see that turnaround for something so easy, it's 6 minutes a day, it's portable, you're getting the rechargeable lithium-ion battery pack, and this is a turn on a button, wear a cap.
Yeah, and you're
all
just
there
gonna
is
keep
to
I
it.
keep mine plugged in. I mean, you can use it usually about 4 times, even without plugging it in. You can bring this with you on a trip as well. Now, I actually just took it off, so because you can use a different cap if you like to. I actually, to be honest, I wear it like this. It's just me. It's just me. I'm putting my makeup on. So yes, you can put the cap on. It comes with this cap. You could wear a different cap if you wanted to, or you just put it literally like you set it on your head. It turns on. When you turn it on, and after 6 minutes, it turns off. You're not using any kind of messy, itchy cream. You don't have to, worry about minoxidil. It is FDA cleared. This is not, it doesn't get hot to the touch. It has the safety feature, such a safety feature, I can't even turn it on unless it's on my head. I wanted to show it to you.
I could maybe help you with that.
Yeah, I know there's a certain spot to push, but it's kind of like pressure sensitive, so when you put it on your head, it's exactly where it should be. This is that same type of laser that now they're opening up places not just for hair, like full body, like red laser treatments, right? Because of how good it is for skin.
Yes, yes. So this is low-level laser therapy, but what you're seeing there on the screen, that's that red light laser energy, and it is penetrating into the scalp. That's your scalp close-up. If you were to take a microscope, you could see some really beautiful, thick, healthy hairs, and some little teeny, smaller, not as healthy hairs. And the smaller hairs are the ones that have those follicles that are starting to miniaturize. But that red light energy is penetrating the scalp. It's going down to the follicle. It's stimulating the blood flow, stimulating the sebaceous gland, and it is going to let go of that frail, brittle hair and regrow a beautiful, full, healthy hair. Now, you can see on the screen there that's showing the red lasers, and there is a safety sensor in here, like you mentioned. So if you press the button and you're just holding it, it's gonna kind of chirp at you because it's saying, put it on your head. But, and the reason is, it's just a safety sensor in regards to your eyes if you're a little bit eye sensitive. So once you press the button, and you can put it on your head first and press the button too, but you're gonna hear it kind of start to chirp, like I said. And then once you get it on your head, those sensors will be satisfied, and you can see when you lift it up, that red light a little bit, but it will shut off once you put it back down, and it's timed. You don't have to worry about timing it. This is portable, it's super discreet. If you wanna put your own cap on, wear it out. You wanna go out in your yard, put your gardening cap on, you can do that. You can combine it with different things. I love saying, to stay healthy, we have to go to the gym, or to cook dinner, we have to go to the grocery store. To have clean clothes, we have to do the laundry. This isn't adding something to your day. You can combine this with one of those things. You can do your laundry while you're wearing your Capillus cap and get your treatment in, and it is going to work. 0 to 3 months, we're not gonna see very much work is being done under the surface though, maybe a little extra shedding. 3 to 6, you're gonna start seeing results, and take pictures. We really encourage you to take pictures, because if you see yourself every day, you know how that is.
Oh yeah, sure.
You don't see obvious changes really, but 6 to 12 months, you'll start seeing those obvious changes, and then you don't reach full efficacy until 2 years. So you have 2 full years to regrow this lush, beautiful hair and keep it. And I know that may sound like a lot of time, but think of where you'd be in 2 years, how much more hair you would lose, because this is progressive if you have hereditary hair loss. And not only that, maybe you have weddings coming up, maybe in the fall, we're 10 months away from the fall holidays again. Are they not always around the corner? It seems like even now. True. So your photos can be different. You'll be wanting to go to the gatherings and the festivities, and I know we have some really impactful before and afters. Oh, here's one coming up that I would love to show again. That's Anna. You can see that her scalp has completely changed from the before to the after.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, completely. Her hair is so much thicker. This is 1 year in, so she still has, again, another full year, because you don't reach full efficacy for 2 years. So she could have a really, really full, thick head of hair by then. And you notice on the sides too, you saw some kind of breakage and it evens out. Now this is really impactful to me, incredibly impactful. Now, when your follicles get to the point where they're no longer producing, we call that shiny bald. We cannot bring back shiny bald. And if you look at the before, the first time I saw this, I almost thought, I'm not quite sure. I don't know if this can be helped. But again, those follicles might be dormant. You might have that little baby peach fuzz hair, and he clearly has some of those, and he gave it a try. This is 1 year in. So again, in 1 year, imagine where he could be and how this must have changed his life for him.
honestly, and he's got a pretty, like a close haircut, so you really can see. I like that we're showing that, because that's what's happening to women. If you've got long hair, you don't see all of the little follicles as well. I love our before and afters. I did not take a before picture. I was too embarrassed and wearing the hat like the doctor recommended. But the person that noticed after, I would say, about 8 months of wearing my Capillus cap, my hairstylist. She said, "Oh, Shannon, your hair back here." She said, "I was getting a little bit worried." I had been wearing extensions, so I was having a lot of like pulling, tugging. My hair was getting weak. It wasn't growing in as well. She noticed in such a big way. It was so rewarding. So you will notice that you feel better, that your hair is looking better, that you're not seeing as much of that scalp as you were before. You have a full year. This was a 1 year. So obviously this woman noticed a difference months ago.
Oh,
like you will notice a difference. You'll know if Capillus is working for you after a few months. You'll know. I mean, I think most people experience a significant enough difference to notice within about 5 or 6 months. So you will know that this is for you. You're gonna keep using it. You're gonna be like, that was so easy. 6 minutes a day.
Right.
It's easy to keep up with as well. And that's important because just like any kind of exercise routine, you've got that really big, expensive treadmill home. It costs more than $489. If you didn't use it, you'd still have the weight, right? I mean, you think, oh, it's there. It's right there for me to use. This is only 6 minutes. It's so quick and easy. And the price today, our weekly deal drop, is over $400 off. And we're including the activator serum that many of you purchase for $60.95. If you choose the auto ship option, you get the activator for 50% off. It's $30.50, and you can have that delivered to you every 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. In answer to everyone's question, no, you do not need to use the activator. It's just something that a lot of us like to be able to use and add in. You experience kind of like an instant feeling of thickness and shine to your hair. So that's a great one, and then of course it's giving you long-term benefits as well. But for $40 a month for 12 months, if you've got the HSN card, this is, I mean, it's not magic, right? It's not instant.
That's right.
It is proven, though. It is proven. It's not, you might be one of the lucky ones, and this Capillus will work for you. It has worked for everyone who fits into the scale that you showed, which is just about everybody, right? Certain types of hair loss. It is less than $1 a day? I think it's just a bit more than $1 a day for 12 months if you choose to do it.
I mean,
and you have zero risk, right? You know that if you're losing hair, you're gonna keep losing it. Nobody goes, oh, well, this year I have more hair than I did last year. I'm getting older, so my hair is getting better, right? That doesn't work that way. No, it doesn't work that way. And sometimes it can go pretty quick. Like once it starts to go, sometimes it can really go downhill. So I'm glad that you were explaining this as well, Marissa, because this is very specific. These are all, you've clinically tested Capillus.
Yes.
It has been clinically tested over and over and over again. It's even the one that's offered in hair restoration clinics. But these are the classifications that if you fall into any of the gray areas, right, as a woman, this is the type of baldness that Capillus will treat.
Exactly. So the gray area is what we call moderate hair loss. So if you fall into one of those areas, the Capillus cap can help you. It can help regrow your hair, help prevent further hair loss. The white, oh, my treatment's up. Look at that.
6 minutes.
Perfect timing. And if you do fall into one of the white areas, unfortunately, those follicles are just no longer viable. They're not producing. So this is really a time is of the essence type of thing, because if you know that it's starting, a lot of times it's already started and we're just not realizing it. So it's great to get on this now, especially when you have the time to try it. This is the Norwood-Hamilton classification for the men as well. They lose their hair a little bit different of a pattern, more like the M shape or in the crown of their head, where women, we see the widening of the part a lot. But again, the gray area, those are gonna be the ones where this is suitable for. But it is super easy. It is portable. You can take this with you. You're getting all the plugs if you travel internationally, because you usually don't leave for a couple days. You might go for a month or 2 months. And compliance is key, as you mentioned. It is very important. Like you said, if you don't go to the gym, you won't stay fit. You can't go for a month and go, oh my goodness, I did it.
Right.
I did it. I am getting my cheeseburger. I'm going back to life. It's not, you're not going to maintain. And it's the same thing with this, except you don't have to go to the gym, which is such a bonus. So you will do it for the 2 years, and then you just maintain for 6 minutes a day. But if you think about you know, what you have coming up and what's going to happen in your life as the years go along. 6 minutes is such a small sacrifice to make for the happiness that you're gonna get from this, from the confidence you're gonna get from this, from not having to hide, not having to use sprays, not having to use potions and lotions and all those kind of things. And this is pain-free. There are no known adverse side effects, and using it is just so simple. The hat's gonna sit on your head, very full coverage, flexible, silicone inside. You can just wipe this out. So many great things here. I mean,
you can share it, and the price, it's over 50% off today. This is our weekly deal drop. I know it's been very, very popular. I'm so glad that it has been. This is not even an issue of treating yourself. Treat yourself to good hair, treat yourself to regrowing your hair. You deserve to love the way you look. You deserve to feel confident when you walk out of your home, and you deserve to get a great deal like this. So if you're considering it, if you know that you're experiencing hair loss, even a little bit, if your spouse is experiencing hair loss and you think, oh no, they're giving into it, or they're doing the cap, or I tried to get them to use those messy creams, they won't comply with it. They don't want to take the medicine for it. This is an opportunity, so scan the QR code. You've got an entire year. You will know within the first 4 to 6 months that it is working for you, but you have a full 365 days, both of you, 3 of you, if you want to, in your household, right? I mean, this is, you can all experience this because it's not like a personal medical device that is, you know, it's not even like a toothbrush. I mean, it's silicone, right? It's easy to clean out. It doesn't get hot to the touch. It's not uncomfortable in any way. The comfort cap will fit on almost every size head, I would say.
Yes.
I think you had a show with Michelle. Does she talk about how she's got a large head? She talks about that whenever we
I
do
think she held that
hats.
back from me, actually.
Okay, so
I'm going to talk to her about that next time I see her.
Do talk to her about it. I'm not outing her. She's the one who says it. I'm not telling you, hey, Michelle has a big head. But she'll say hats don't usually fit, or, you know, wigs or things like that. But I saw her put this on. It's very, very flexible. It works. It works on pretty much almost every size head. If you get it home and it doesn't, you're welcome to send it back. We're shipping it to you for free. We will ship it to you for free after your very first payment, your VIP payment of $40.75 if you use your HSN card. Otherwise, you can use any credit card. It's under $100 today. In fact, we're sharing amazing stories. We're showing you before and afters. We're showing you some of the medical studies. But I would love for you to hear some of the very moving testimonies from women who've used Capillus and have been pleasantly surprised. Take a look.
I would just notice it when I would take a shower, and the amount of hair that was in the drain, or we have white flooring, so I could see a lot of the hair on the floor. So when you're, sweeping or vacuuming, you can see how much hair is all over the house. My husband would tell me, Anna, you need to go do something about this. This is not normal. This is something you really need to, try to combat because you're still young. And so a friend of mine told me about the Capillus cap and, encouraged me to get one. And so I went and got it, and it's one of the best investments I've ever made in my entire life. It really has changed how I feel about myself, how I look at myself in the mirror, and it's really an amazing product.
And if you want your own personal testimonial to be just like hers, I hope that you will get on the phone or that you will scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. It is just that good. If you are skeptical, like I was, you will be a convert, you will be convinced, you will see your own hair regrowth, or you can return it in an entire year. You have an entire year to experience hair regrowth on your own head, your own hair, not just grown, but better, thicker, none of that miniaturization that you might be experiencing. If this is an issue for you or for your spouse or partner, this is your chance to get it. We've never offered it at this low price. I want to give you a chance to apply for an HSN card so that you can take advantage of our VIP 12-month interest-free financing. And then I know that you're going to come back and you're going to spend $40.75 on that HSN card. Now, if you go to HSN to apply for your HSN card, hsn.com to apply for that card, you can do that. You can also call on the phone. But I hope that you will also search for some denim because we want you to get your perfect fit. We've got something called Denim Days going on right now. So if you search denim, then after you get your Capillus cap, of course, with this weekly deal drop, we just want to let you know you can get all different kinds of styles of denim, some brand new, some on sale. So check that out, and we will be right back with more from Capillus.
Discovery Days are back at HSN. Grab great deals on items from top brands you love, like cooking essentials from Ninja, KitchenAid, Benefit, and Birkenstock. Plus, special pricing on your favorites from Andrew Lessman and America's favorite inventor, Joy Mangano. Discovery Days are back at HSN. Discovery Days, January 27th through the 30th. HSN is bringing you one of our biggest Tucson Gem events ever, with special guests joining us live from Tucson every weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Discover jewelry treasures from around the globe without leaving your living room, including gemstone jewelry from Colleen Lopez, Mind Finds from Jay King, rarities by Carol Brody, and more, leading up to an exciting all-day event live from Tucson, Tuesday, February 7th. The Tucson Gem Series starts January 30th, only on HSN. Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
Hi, welcome back. We are sharing an incredible weekly deal drop with you. If you or someone that you love has been experiencing hair loss, maybe you've admitted it to yourself, maybe you haven't, maybe you're trying to cover it up with a cap or a wig, or you're just not feeling like going out of the house at all. Let's regrow your hair. And I really mean that. Proven to regrow your hair in as little as 6 minutes a day. 6 minutes a day. No messy creams, nothing painful, nothing, you're not intaking anything. You are literally putting on a cap that you don't even have to be plugged in. You can walk around. Proven, Capillus, FDA cleared medical device. Proven to regrow hair. Men and women. You and your partner can both use this. Our weekly deal drop is the best price that we've ever offered on the $899 Capillus cap. $899, plus we are including the activator serum, which is another over $60 value. When you put this on auto ship, yeah, you'll have the cap for a long time. So you won't automatically ship the cap every month, but we will ship you the serum, the activator. That's normally $60.95. We'll give it to you for 50% off every 30 days, 90 days, however frequently you choose to use it. You can use it, you don't have to use it. You're saving $400, over $400 on the cap today. So I've been here with Marissa Maddox, and we've been talking about, it is a really sensitive subject,
yes,
but it doesn't have to be a downer. I mean, if you talk to someone and they say, I hate the way my hair looks, or I used to have full, beautiful hair, now it's thin and frizzy and it breaks, or now I'm experiencing this hair loss, you only ever talk to your very best friends about that anyway. But we've got the solution, a 6-minute solution. It makes me, honestly, I'm obviously a user. I'm a fan. Yes. I've experienced the results, but it must be so rewarding for you to be able to represent a product that quite literally might be the most life-changing product that we've got.
It really is. I mean, it is so devastating for so many people, and they just don't know what to do, and that's what breaks my heart. Them not knowing that this is here, not knowing that this is an option, and I'll be honest with you, this is very discreet, and you can change out the cap. So a lot of people love that because they are a little insecure about it, or they don't really want anyone to know what's going on, and that's absolutely fine. You can wear this how you wish. I like to wear mine in public. I will. I like them to see those red lights. I love to help people with this. I want somebody to ask, what is it that you're doing? What is that battery pack that you have? What's going on? Oh, I'm regrowing my hair and I'm preventing my hair from continuing to fall out. Why don't you try it? I really think that we should talk about it more. And I know we generally do that with our closest friends. I know I had a friend I went to lunch with not long ago, and he's started to lose his hair, and he's very bold, and came to lunch and said, Marissa, I didn't realize there's a spot on the back of my head because I can't see it. And somebody said it to me. And I said, well, let me take a look. And he said, oh no, I'm combing it over. So he has this whole new method how he has to comb his hair, but you could feel the stress in his voice, the energy. I mean, we hadn't sat down at the table yet, and he's rushing to show me this spot on the back of his head. And I hate seeing that. You know, if you look at these before and afters, there was just a gentleman that had only been using it for 6 months, and his hair was quite full, which is remarkable. Anna is at 1 year. Hers looks so thick, so full. You don't see any of that breakage down the side that you see on the before. And that's 1 year. You're not getting to full efficacy till 2 years. So her hair could even get thicker, fuller. Can you imagine? I mean, it already looks like she has such a gorgeous flowing mane. And you just want to keep up with doing this 6 minutes a day, which is so easy. Once you start doing it, and of course this before and after is incredibly compelling, because again, we cannot help you once you get to the point of shiny bald, but he obviously has some follicles that are still hanging in there, that are dormant, that are producing very small hairs. And again, 1 year in, so he has the opportunity to still almost regrow that full head of hair. Who knows what could happen. And these caps are assembled in the USA. They're assembled here in Miami, right here in Florida. So we love that, with the best materials sourced from all over the world, but assembled here in Miami. I have actually been down to the manufacturing facility. There it is on the screen. These are being assembled by hand, as you can see. I watched all these lovely men and women do this. It is incredible. It is filled with lovely people. And the greatest thing about the facility there is that not only you see all these folks working so hard, taking such pride in what they do, but they are testing, retesting. They're incredibly meticulous, and they're all in one place. So we have a customer service line that will answer your questions, and it is in this building. So the people behind the science, the people that are constructing these, the folks that are assembling, the folks that are answering questions, all in one place. So you're getting your questions answered in real time. And I just think that's so important, especially when it comes to a product like this. If you have a question, you can call and you'll get an answer.
I love that. Speaking of, if you have any questions, and we've been sharing, we get to share this entire hour with you. We know that this is an investment. It's an investment in you. We are going to make it easier to get home. We have got VIP financing for you. But if you have any questions at all, maybe you missed something and you're like, I got to tune in for 5 minutes, I missed it. What did you say about this? Like, what's the situation? Does it get hot? Will it fit me? No and yes. The answers to that in that order, by the way. No, it doesn't get hot. Yes, it will fit you. But also, you get an entire year to try this out. So if you are like me and you go to a store maybe and you think, I don't know, do I like that top? Do I not like that top? Do I like it? Do I not? Maybe I'll get it. Maybe I'll send it back. You've got, I don't know, a week or two. You don't want to go back to the store. This is an entire year to love this, to experience hair regrowth, true regrowth of hair, or you just send it back. That's our not just extended 30 days to 60 days, not just 3 to 6 months, where you will see results. You'll see hair regrowth an entire year for you to not just start regrowing hair, but for you to regrow longer, thicker, fuller, that you will notice, other people will notice. If you don't, you're welcome to send it back. Now, here's the one caveat that I will offer. You ready for this? There's one little key to this, to using it. You have to use it. Okay? It's so easy to use, you'll get into the habit. It's 6 minutes a day. But just like if you've got a home gym, right? And you're like, oh, I've got a home gym. Why don't I look great, right? You use it. And it's 6 minutes, and it's FDA cleared, but it's also proven laser technology. Laser light that isn't hot, that is proven to help regrow your hair.
Right, low-level laser therapy. So when you're putting the hat on your head, and you can see the animation on the screen there, that's showing what your scalp looks like if you were to take a microscope. But you can see that red laser light energy, and that's penetrating into your scalp. And you can see some of those hairs are very fine and thin. Those are the ones that have the unhealthy follicles that have begun to shrink. They've begun to go through that miniaturization process, which means that follicle will continue to shrink and shrink until it is no longer viable. So we want to get started before you get to that point. But that red laser light energy is going to penetrate through your scalp down into your follicle about 5 millimeters. It's going to stimulate the follicle. It's going to stimulate the blood flow, the sebaceous gland. It's going to shed that thin, brittle hair that you had before, and you're going to regrow a beautiful, healthy hair. And may I also say that hair loss affects people of all ages, which again, can be very heartbreaking and devastating. This can happen at 20, at 25, at 30, at 40. And I know we had a testimonial before with Anna who was quite young, and you could tell she was very emotional over it. I mean, seeing her speak, this was something that was very difficult for her to go through because she's obviously a young, beautiful woman. I believe we have another testimonial from Terry who is 80 years young. I don't know if we are able to pull that one up and show her, because it's great to see the range between the two.
She started to use it when she was 80?
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh, okay,
You'll see.
We gotta see that.
My name is Terry Calvo, and I am 80 years young. About 5 years ago, I noticed that my hair was thinning and I was losing more hair more often, and really that was very depressing. I started using Capillus about a year ago, and every night I put my cap on for 6 minutes and makes wonders. And I'm very happy.
Oh my gosh, I love that at 80 years. So as long as you've got some hair on your head, right? Yes. This will work.
Right.
You have to use it. So if she made it all the way to 80, and she had thinning hair. I love that she tried Capillus. I love that she experienced that difference. You know what else I think is so fun is I looked at her and I was like, she's got great hair for an 80-year-old.
hair.
Yeah. What you end up hearing is people will say to me, they'll go, you don't need Capillus. And I'm like, exactly. No, I mean, I do. I continue to use it, but I did visibly need it. Sure. When you use Capillus and it works for you, as it will, what people will say is, you don't need that, you have great hair. Why? Why do I have great hair?
Exactly.
Right? Exactly. You didn't see me 2 years ago. But that's what I look forward to, and I look forward to hearing that as well. This also will prevent future hair loss. So if somebody has, maybe somebody knows, like they can, if you see your dad and you can, it's kind of like looking into your future, right? Or your grandpa, and you're like, I see this. I'm starting to see that in the mirror. You can prevent it, right?
Exactly.
If you can prevent losing that hair that you know you've got that heredity.
You can almost see a timeline if you look around at your family gatherings and family photos. It's a great point, Shannon. It's really a way that you can almost get ahead of the game. Like we saw in that male classification, some of those men had really beautiful, right there, healthy hair right at the top. But maybe they've seen throughout their family and photos that around X age, things are starting to thin, they're starting to look a little different, and you can get ahead and you can be proactive, which is really great because this is not gonna hurt you. I mean, if you use it multiple times in a day, it's not gonna hurt you. We only recommend 6 minutes a day, that's all that's needed, but it is a great way to get ahead. It is hereditary, it's something that generally, if you see in your family, comes from mom's and dad's side, by the way, so don't think if you see it happening to one and not the other, you're in the clear, totally free. So you can use that as a way to get ahead and maybe start using it early on. And I mean, look at you. You have a glorious full head of hair. I would never have even thought.
Right, and I love that. I mean, my hairstylist knew. My doctor who told me just to get a hat as my solution knew. My husband knew, but I've been here at HSN now for 9 years. I started using Capillus before I got to HSN. I've been doing TV for, I don't want to say 50 years, 30 years. I was going to say I'm 52, for 30 years. But the difference that it has made in my hair, and I've consistently used it now, God, maybe for 10 years, I think. The difference that it makes, you can see it, and man, once you've got your hair back, once your hair is growing in, you think, I don't even remember that it was this good. Like, it hasn't been this good since high school. Like, it's growing in how it should. It's not miniaturized. The hair isn't coming in teeny tiny thin. It's not falling out more easily. My hair was breaking a lot because it was coming in so fine. It's growing in now thicker and the way that the hair follicle should, right?
Right. And, you know, it really is tough to see. It's so nice to think now, you can be in that place now where you're like, I have this beautiful head of hair, and that's really all I can think of now because that's what I've been living with. But before that, you know I have a family member that uses the spray. She's always using the spray on her hair. If it's up in a ponytail, her scalp is showing, she has to do the spray.
like the coverage, like
right, the coverage,
okay.
the coverage spray.
I do use that for my roots, just because I don't like going to the salon, but I don't have to use it for my scalp.
Because she sees visible gaps, and it's really heartbreaking. You know, every time we go out, it's, oh yeah, I have to stop, I have to get my spray, and then if we're sweating, or maybe you have to reapply, or things can happen throughout the day, and again, it's just a source of stress. You have to worry about it, and the wonderful thing about the Capillus cap is, like you said, you're gonna start doing it, you're gonna see that hair regrow, and after a number of years, it's going to become part of your routine. You're not gonna be thinking about doing it, you're just gonna pop it on and do it, and you're not even gonna remember those days anymore that you were spraying and powdering and hiding from getting in the pool and stepping out of photos. It's just going to become the new you, and it's something that can last forever. I mean, these last a very long time. These are medical grade lasers. These might outlive you. This might be passed down to your kids. You never know. So this will stick with you. And again, you can share it if you have a spouse, which is wonderful, easy to clean out, and full coverage of those lasers. It will fit every head. It's not going to fit on perfectly. It's kind of going to set on, but it's setting on right where it needs to. And those lasers are going to hit everywhere that you need. And you can change the cap out, just like on our lovely model, Teresa. She's wearing her favorite team's cap, and you can make it fashionable.
Cute. By the way, Teresa has not had to have treatment for this entire 45 minutes, so it takes 6 minutes. I know when Marissa, when you were wearing it, it beeped, and it was like, oh, it's only 6 minutes. It's not, it doesn't, you can't overdo it, but 6 minutes is plenty of time. You don't get extra benefit by doing this, 60 minutes. It just, it works. 6 minutes is all it takes. Proven. It's $97.80 on any credit card. That 5 flexible payments, that's any credit card, interest-free. We're gonna ship this to you for free. It will also unlock free shipping and handling on everything today at HSN. So scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. If you or someone that you love has been struggling with hair loss, has been considering that you are having hair loss, is in denial about hair loss, even up to 80, like Terry was her name, right?
Yes,
experiencing
80
it.
years young.
Oh my goodness. Now, you may not have incredible thick hair. It's not gonna, like if you started out with fine hair, like when you were young and you had fine hair, it's not gonna now give you big, thick, curly hair, right? It's still your hair, but it's how it was meant to be, because it's now, it's a healthy strand of hair. This is only 6 months. You've got an entire year.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
I know. The results that you see after some of these before and afters, the 6 month is really incredible. And everybody loses and grows their hair differently. That's Lou up there, the 6 month before and after. I mean, you can barely see that part anymore, that scalp. And the back of his hair is even so much thicker. It's filling in all those patchy parts. He still has a year and a half to continue to grow on that. I mean, it might be past his shoulders. Who knows?
Sure, yeah.
You know?
And you can still use it after that 2 years, but you get the full improvement. Like from day 0, day 1, until 2 years from now is that improvement cycle, right?
Exactly.
That improvement in the hair follicle, the improvement as your hair goes through all of its cycles. 2 years to get your full results. You're just gonna keep using it every day to maintain your results. Sure. And you get those incredible results that we saw after 6 months. When I was looking at these, first of all, you can get this home for $40 and change if you use an HSN card. We'll share with you how to do that. It's called VIP financing. I want everyone to get it. We're making it really accessible, I would say, for everybody today. $40 a month for 12 months, and that's completely interest-free if you use the HSN card. We've got free shipping on this. When I started using Capillus, I thought, why do we have why is anybody bald these days? I mean, if you want to, and you men, they want to shave their head, or they it's so cool or whatever. Why? Because it's so easy. It's completely proven. You don't have to. Maybe the why is because people don't know, or maybe because it used to be $2,000 or something like that.
Right. Or they affiliate it with being something that's going to be painful, or something that's going to be surgical, or you have to take medication for it. Or this, not every person may be aware of this, but once you start it, the results are really impactful. And just to kind of go through that timeline again, 0 to 3 months, you're not going to see much, but a lot of work is getting done under the surface. That red laser light energy, it gets me every time, is going down into your scalp, into that follicle, and it's starting to make it healthier. And the first 0 to 3 months, you're going to likely shed that hair that's kind of braille, kind of brittle. So you will see a little excess shedding. 3 to 6 months, you're gonna start seeing some results. But again, we see ourselves every day. So make sure you take photos, part your hair the same way, and compare, because likely you will see a little bit more volume, a little bit more thickness, some length, and then 6 months to a year, you will see obvious results at that point. And I would be hard pressed to think, once you start seeing that, knowing you still have a full year, that you're even going to want to send this back, because you will see those results in front of your eyes and know that you even have more time to continue the cycle. And if you do stop, if you say, okay, well, I've done my hair regrowth, so I'm gonna put this on the shelf, you will start to regress. You'll start to regress back. It won't happen overnight. It's not like if you miss one treatment, your hair is gonna go back to what it was. But if you're doing this for months and you start taking weeks off, you're gonna backtrack yourself to where you were and potentially get to a place where you start losing more hair when you were already preventing that hair from being lost. So compliance is key, but it's 6 minutes a day. It becomes part of your routine. It's just so easy.
Right, completely pain-free, very hygienic, made, I want to say
assembled.
Compiled. Assembled. Oh my goodness. All right. Synonyms for assembled. Yes. They are assembled in the United States. This is that proven, FDA cleared medical device that is proven. Look up red light therapy, look up laser light therapy for hair regrowth. You'll see study after study after study. You'll also see there are other caps out there, not with this many lasers, not with the Capillus name behind it, with that incredible quality guaranteed. None of them would have an entire year for you to be able to try it out like we do, an entire year return policy on this. If you're not happy at day 364, still, we will receive this back. If you don't, if at day 364 you're not completely happy with it. So take a look though, you'll see there are proven results. It's a proven technology. But this is the easiest way. It's the least expensive. We've never offered this value. It should be $899 just for the cap. We're including the activator today. It's a $60.95 value. This is just kind of your extra treatment, extra serum if you want that extra nourishment for your scalp. I just love it. It feels great. But also, if you put this on auto ship, which is the most popular today, then your $61 serum becomes $30.50, and we can send that to you whenever you choose to receive it. About 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, completely up to you. By the way, what we're showing you here is it comes with a cap. You can get a different cap if you want. It has a rechargeable battery pack and a nice long cord, so you can walk around the house for that 6 minutes. You could ride your bike for 6 minutes. You can walk the dog if you want to. You could commute to work. I mean, if you've only got a 6-minute commute, God bless you, lucky you, right? But all of the other items are like if you go to a different country, right? They're just plug adjustments, so you get everything you need, because you do want, if you're going to travel, you still want to use this on a regular basis.
Absolutely, yeah, and this is a pretty sturdy, I've packed this, I've traveled with this, I'm sure you have as well, you're a Capillus user, you know. This is very flexible, it's super sturdy, medical grade lasers. This is gonna be fine to go in a suitcase, and you have all those plugs, because we know if you're traveling internationally, and we hope you do, that you're probably not gonna stay for a couple days. You might stay for a month, 2 months, so we just wanna get you prepared for that. This is portable. It's a lithium-ion rechargeable battery, which again, we're all used to recharging our devices these days, so that's very common. I usually get at least 6 wears out of this. Sometimes I've even gotten up 9 or 10. I mean, it's only going on 6 minutes, so it's pretty good about that, about the charge levels.
And it comes with the charger. This is gonna sound very petty, but sometimes you get something at home and you're like, oh, it needs a USB, and you're like, doggone it.
No, everything's here.
This is coming with it. So for me, I leave this part plugged into the wall, and then this just plugs into the battery pack like that. That's it. As soon as whenever it needs to be recharged, you do that. And it also lets you know how much battery it has right here. You push it on. Now it's all full charged. 4. It's beeping because I'm not putting it on my head. It's like, you gotta get this on, it's on. So 4 means fully charged. After you use it a couple times, it'll go down to 1. It lets you know when it needs to be plugged in, when that battery pack just needs to be recharged. But one of the things about this too is, it's a one-time investment. It's a one-time investment for a lifetime of hair regrowth, Marissa. If you are using the any of the other solutions, right? Minoxidil, it's proven. It's, for me, messy. My hair is sensitive. My scalp is sensitive to it. It doesn't agree with me. But every 30 days, you have to buy more. You have to use it on a regular basis. You have to keep buying that. If you're purchasing I don't know, treatments at a place, right? You go someplace every month, it's painful. But for results like this, and you don't have to pay one additional penny. I mean, it's $40 a month for 12 months. For results like this is only 6 months that he got results like this.
It's so impactful. And yes, I love that this is a one-time purchase. You're not, you know, what you're seeing here is what you get. And again, the activator is lovely. It's going to help condition your hair. It's going to give, you know, your scalp a really beautiful environment for that new hair growing in. It has DHT blockers in it. DHT is the hormone that causes hair loss. Lots of antioxidants, just yummy things that are going to just be great for your hair. When you're growing a new healthy hair, you're helping grow it the best possible way. But you do not need that to make this work. So everything you're getting here though, the plug, the hat, the adapters, that's all you need. And then it's yours. You're not continuing to have to buy parts or serums or this or that. And if you are doing that, you're gonna have to continue to do that over time. You're not just gonna pop a hat on for 6 minutes a day. So it is an investment, but you will keep it for a very, very long time. And it's the only time you will make that investment to get to enjoy it for so many years and see the results.
The only way it can be better, I mean, first of all, the price is amazing, right? So if it was a lower price, it's never been a lower price, is if the hair that grew back in wasn't gray. But as you saw in that guy's before and after, if only. All right, now that, sign me up. I'd trade my car in for that.
Or if we could grow it overnight.
Oh,
science, not magic, unfortunately.
Right, exactly, right? Like Jack and the Beanstalk. It was the magic bean. But it really does, it's as close to that sort of magic treatment as it can be.
It is.
I know, obviously, the scientists and the engineers are like, Shannon, red light therapy is not magic. It's a very specific technology. It's proven technology. It's proven to regrow your hair. But it's so easy. It's so simple. So one, you do have to wear it, 6 minutes. It's very, very easy. You also have to order it. That's the only other thing, right? Scan the QR code. If you think, I don't know how to scan a QR code, that's the other way we make it really easy. You take your phone out, your tablet, you put it in camera mode, and you literally hold it up to your screen. You don't take a picture. It just takes you right to hsn.com. You can also call on the phone if you want. You can dial, you can order item number 091005. I had to look at my own screen to see it. And if you get an HSN card, you are a VIP. You get 12 months interest-free. You're not paying an extra dime for this. You're actually getting this for $400 off. You don't pay an extra dime in interest, not one penny. When you pay that off on your HSN card, you never even have to use your HSN card again. You could use it now, and then you have an entire year to see results. Not just to try it, there's not a smell or a cream or any sort of irritation. It's the easiest way, proven to regrow your hair. I'm so glad that we're able to share this with people.
Absolutely, me too.
Yeah.
It really is, it's really remarkable. It does take time. There is a process to it. It is science, but it is so worth it. Yeah. And there are so many people sharing their testimonials with us, sharing their before and afters, that just, you can see their face completely change. They have their smile back, they have their happy back, and you can't really put a price on that, you know?
That's so true. And here's the thing, if you're losing your hair, if your hair is thinning, it doesn't just magically reverse itself. It only goes one direction. It only goes downhill. It only gets worse. You want to stop that hair loss. You want to prevent future hair loss. And most importantly, you want to regrow that hair. This is your chance to do that. So scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen. Marissa, thank you so much. I know this is a weekly deal drop. Yeah. So are you going to be back with us later on today?
I will be. Okay. Yes, tonight, 10 o'clock.
Good.
Thank you so much for
8 o'clock,
having
did you
me.
say, or 10?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Okay. Yes. So nice. I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure.
Such a pleasure to work with you. I'm so glad. As you're watching right now, please do take care of yourself. This is one of those items that really does give you that self-confidence that you deserve to have. I loved our testimonial. If you missed it, we had an 80-year-old who experienced the difference of Capillus. So I'll be right back with some great beauty items for you, including ones that get rid of your wrinkles, but Andrew Lessman has a health special.
Hi there, Andrew Lessman here with a very exciting monthly special. It is it's our most popular product much of the year. It's always vying for that top position with our Essential 1 multivitamin, our circulation and vein support for healthy legs, our omega-3s. So healthy hair, skin, and nails is not a product I thought was destined for that role, but you've chosen otherwise. It's taken on a life of its own. Over 6,000 reviews. It's our most reviewed product. About 80% of those reviews are perfect 5-star reviews. So it's remarkably effective. It's also, unlike typical tablets, it's ultrafine powdered in capsules, so it's completely bioavailable. And if something doesn't go into solution, if it's not bioavailable, you can't benefit. That's one of the reasons why this product is so much more beneficial than other products you see on the market. It also, as I said, will be easy to swallow. It will never upset your stomach. The quality of the nutrients are head and shoulders above any of the other products you'll see in the market as well. And gummies are an insult to our intelligence. We shouldn't be consuming candy, sugars, to get the nutrients we need. I think that's just in response to tablets being unpleasant to swallow and their additives unpleasant to consume. So gummies are just candy with some nutrients in it. They shouldn't exist. An ultrafine powder in a capsule that's easy to swallow that will never upset your stomach or never have an aftertaste. It's better than a gummy. You consume gummies every day. By the time you're done, you're consuming thousands of calories unnecessarily every year, which is absolutely insane. Even a 10-calorie gummy, which most of them are 15 or 20 or more, is what, every day, 365 days? That's 3,650 extra calories a year. That's a few days of calories. So hopefully, gummies are going to become a thing of the past. But our healthy hair, skin, and nails at a little more than $0.10 a capsule. It's a fraction of the price of when I introduced it, and it's 10 times the potency of when I introduced it. So it's an incredible value. The reviews speak to how effective it is, and it'll be unlike any other supplement you've ever used in terms of ease of swallowing, never an upset stomach, and ease of use. So enjoy.